Y'all watching Heavy on the Wrist.
Heavy on the wrist, baby.
Let's go. I'm Heavy on the Wrist podcast, man. We got legendary Benzino in here. What up, brother? Yeah. B-Town. You know what I'm saying? Heavy on the bloody thing up in this bitch. Look, show him though. Show him. He's still rocking on right. Yeah, alright. I ain't never had a pair of Nikes. Let's get that straight. Or Jordans. New generation. Let's go. How you feeling? Man, I feel real good. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Richard Snow. It's his birthday, brought me out here. You know, it's always good to come to the Oak, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't know it just ain't about Disneyland out this one. Some real niggas out here, some real blocks. So, shout out to all the real niggas in the Oak. Shout out to all the ladies. And, you know, shit, I feel good.
Yeah, man. So, you know, as far as people that's fucking with you, what you got going on right now? As far as like, you know, what you got going on coming up right now?
I'm getting ready to do this show for TV called Behind the Gates. Do some shit on that. Open up my restaurant in Atlanta. Probably get ready to go. Probably ready to start my own podcast at some point.
That's dope. So what made you start to get into the hip hop? What inspired you to get into that?
I've been hip hop since about 1976. I was like 11 years old in my grandfather's basement in the Bronx. That's my uncle. Taught me how to scratch on turntable. From Boston. So I got me a group in Boston. Used to battle niggas, shave room, make me roll. You know, West Coast Street, John Marshall basketball court. We used to do block parties and battle each other. I was DJ Rock Shock and Ray Dog from Four Corners. You know, I started giving, you know, he was doing parties, house parties, grab electricity, you know what I'm saying, with no electricity. And then we get block parties. I bought a fucking generator. A lot of times because they stand fucking lights on somebody's crib. So I finally said, you know what? Went to Honda, bought a generator and shit. And that bitch went all night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I changed the game when I did that. Shout out to the Jamaicans because they was doing that. But as far as hip hop, you know, I had a lot myself just 2 times. Had a lot to do with, you know, block parties in Boston. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So then, you know what I'm saying, did the
RSO, Almighty RSO.
And that's for so long.
That's like, you know, I don't speak too much about it. And it's like, I know we ain't got too much time tonight, but, you know, the RSO was the catalyst for Boston street rap hip hop. Real niggas from the street rapping. Because we know that we can't do shows out here. We know that there's no radio station out here for us. But we're gonna go out here and do these block parties, do these battles, do these shows, do these bars, we're gonna represent hip hop. We're gonna give Boston hip hop because we know they don't want Boston to have hip hop. We gotta drive the profit. So you know, like we was a catalyst for this. Because it's like you understand what it was to be a hip-hop gangster group to try and break into this when they didn't want hip-hop or niggas around anyway. So people understand what we had to go through to break through just to try to get through that.
Talk about it, what you went through, because you said, you know what I'm saying, the nigga fucked you up. I'm like, man, this nigga ripped by his car on the motherfucking garden floor with bird clothes. Bro. They don't let niggas do that, like, like shit.
It's crazy that you say that because my nigga, I said the same thing. Oh shit.
How do you go from being a kid from Dorchester to being able to
parking the Bentley on the parquet floor?
Yeah. How do you go from that to that? Like, that's crazy. And the thing is, like,
there's a whole video on it with Made Men on the big score thing. Then it wasn't Celtic was the hangman, three nooses. The dude who cleared
They
that
let you change the markation.
got 3 nooses. The dude who cleared that got fired.
That's crazy. So,
We paid the 50 bands, but the dude who did that got fired. That was God right there. God said, yeah, let these niggas do that. Yeah, because they fucked up. See, it's all about legacy. It's about legacy, history. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, fuck my Arnage on that bitch. Larry Bird didn't even do that. Word. You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, with all that going down, then at one time y'all was signed to Rap A Lot Records.
Before that, it was with Tommy Boy. We got our first deal. We got sued by the police because we was talking about Christopher Rogers, who got shot under the car,
Yeah.
and then Nathaniel Lack, who got killed in the hallway.
And then even back then, y'all was like one of the first people to put light on the song.
Right.
By the song y'all made on the situation.
Right.
And it's still going on to this day.
That was in 80-something, 89, 88, imagine that. And it's still going on. So, you know, I mean, we've been a part of that from day one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Boston people don't know how hood and how ganged out, dangerous, and crazy Boston was back then. And it's only like that because the powers that be don't want America to know that.
Right.
Brings the property value down.
Right.
So they gotta hide all that.
It's all in the back. But with that being said, you know.
Man, you know, I fuck with y'all B niggas. I fuck with my B niggas. I'm a Boston nigga at the end of the day, and I've been representing Boston since day one. But when you see that Boston ain't changed since I was coming up, as far as a radio station, as far as they really respected hip hop like all the other cities do, then it's like, get the fuck out of Boston.
You try.
Run. Yeah, run, nigga. Go to another city who's gonna appreciate you.
So you got more love in other cities?
Nah, I'm from Boston. I always have more love in Boston than anywhere. Period. You know what I'm saying? But that's me growing up there and being a part of it and making my mark. Like in all the relationships and all the love I get from there. But I'm saying the powers that be that really run Boston and really put Boston how it is now, it ain't changed. It ain't like hip hop really. I'm telling you, Boston is one of the most non-progressive cities when it comes to black culture and black radio, black community. You know, shout out to all the radio stations up there who are in the community doing their thing. Shout out to all, I'm talking about a big, stupid one like Hot 97 and Power this and Hot that, everywhere else. In every other city. Some have 4 stations. Not just stations that reach 10 miles, a big ass station because you can bring an advertising dollar. If a station like that came, you know how much money. So it's not even about the money no more. They don't want the culture to have that up there. Do you know how much money that would bring in? Come on, people are using their heads.
You can see it in the films.
So it ain't about. Right? And I be telling niggas all the time that ain't the Boston I'm from, huh? That ain't. I don't know what
I
the
don't
fuck
see
that
that
is.
shit.
Blue Hill Live, I don't know what the fuck that was. That ain't the Blue Hill that I know. I don't know what the fuck that was. That was filmed in Canada. You do know that, right? Yeah, Blue Hill Live was filmed in Canada. Oh yeah. Yeah, we ain't really been represented, right? But it goes. But that's because of them. They squat not just hip hop, but anything. Like there's no black libraries, there's no African libraries, there's no really history of Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like Boston is about white culture. Yeah. The Irish, the Italians, and no knock on them because that's their shit. But when it comes to us, they don't give a fuck about us. Not all. You know what I'm saying? Because I met some great Italian, I met some great Irish.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? As far as when it comes to streetwise and when it comes to, but it's hard for Boston like to flourish and maintain because a radio station is big.
So what would you tell a young, talented artist from Boston that's coming up that's really on his grind and they're looking at you like, Benzino, you know what I'm saying? You really put on front city, but really you did. You paved the way, dog. You did a lot of shit.
I put a lot of years in.
A lot of niggas.
See, a lot of young guys only know me from certain things, but I put years and years in Boston, you know what I'm saying? like to the point
I used to
where
go to the fucking merchants and tape.
everywhere, I appreciate that. Everywhere I went, I came back. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't gonna make me no sense there because the police, the indictment, the feds, like my nigga, I'm not gonna hang there if I don't have to. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? God bless everybody. I can name 100 niggas, good niggas I know personally who are gunned down or from the street shit over 100 niggas. You know what I'm saying? Boston's small, y'all know how big Boston is. Black Boston's small, the hood it ain't that big. You know what I'm saying? But you get it in. The niggas been savage, it's been a jungle up there forever. You know what I'm saying? And not bragging about that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just had to use my head and say, damn. And you know, the source had already moved anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? Once I started taking on more responsibility with the source, but I was on the road everywhere. I was everywhere. I was through every city. I go through all these cities now and the love I get crazy. Because I've been through these hoods, you know what I'm saying? I stay a hood nigga.
Yo, you was at the first source of wood. I seen y'all giving the award out.
That was my shit. You know what I'm saying?
When the shit popped off with Snoop.
That wasn't the first one. That was like the third one at that time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the East-West one.
That was the one where the shit popped off with Snoop.
Yeah.
How was that shit? Like, how was the tension back there? Like, cause you was really a part of it. Like,
the tension was crazy. Niggas thought that it was gonna go down. You know, Snoop diffused it. You know what I'm saying? What he said, how he said it. And you know, we had the Nation of Islam security there, so I'm sure there was an amount of respect for the minister. We hired the Nation security all the time.
you know they roll deep. There ain't no question.
You know what I'm saying? Much love to the minister, Captain Dennis and Leonard Muhammad. So, look, you know, my thing is, man, if a nigga from Four Corners can do all this shit and do it without kissing ass, it's not just Zeno do it.
Right.
Niggas is watching Zeno do it and not bowing down to the sucker shit that go on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like you could be a lot further if you go for shit and be a certain way in this industry. You know what I'm saying? You could go a lot further if you go against principles and morals and that you grew up with. I'm too attached to the streets for me to go against the things for anything. So it harms me to entertainment.
You ain't selling out.
You can say that, but certain things that I grew up on, it harms me in the entertainment world because it's not about principles. Right? That's not the entertainment. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it don't. That's my. That's always been my problem.
That's
You know what I'm saying? That's always been the fight.
Yeah.
No inner war of Zeno because it's like.
But you know what? And you the only nigga I know from Boston that could bring two motherfuckers that's warring with each other in the same room.
I wasn't the only nigga to do that. I was the only nigga to try and do it and just work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas could do it. You know what I'm saying? If they could do anything you want. You know what I'm saying? It's just that at that point, I had the money to do it because it costs money.
I heard you put like 100 bands behind it.
How you know all these things? No, for he on point like a motherfucker. That's crazy. Yeah, because it wasn't no more, nothing less. It was around that. It was around that. So I'm not gonna act like it was like millions. It was about 100 bands. But still, that's still a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't.
Jackets and hats.
But not just that. But I had to take niggas who really warred with each other with the projects and put them together. Academies and OP. I put them two niggas together, sent them to Cincinnati, you know, how to do a tour. So now how it works is they got to team up. Now they're Boston when they're out there. They're not OP and they're Boston now. And so that friendship can develop from that. And once it develops, they're gonna come back and they're gonna bring it to their niggas, and you're gonna get a little sense of peace for the moment. That's all it is. Everybody wants a chance. But if they want the chance, it's how I'm gonna give it. Take it or leave it. So I had the opportunity to do it, and I did
sound like
it.
you in a Netflix series, man. They hit you up for
One day I write my book. I gotta write the book. I gotta write the book.
The book's coming, and you say you doing the acting thing.
Manchester Ave.
With me, come on, my nigga. Like with me, it's like I want to write the book, but it's like, man, like everything in my life, like the way my life is like I'm a day-to-day nigga, and like everything got to be in a certain order before I do that. So I want to make sure, like you know what I'm saying, like my mental, physical, spiritual, is in place. Because then because that's gonna be my last hurrah. That'll be my last little bit of, because that's good, because the story's crazy.
We gonna need it though.
It go from Boston to
source
Source
on what
to the TV to even court. It's a lot. 40, 50 years of my life.
We need it like hip hop needs it.
And it's a story of Boston. Source started in Boston. I started in Boston.
People need to hear that. Especially coming from Boston. There's a lot of inspiration behind that. Right, I'm opening up the floor. Anybody got any other questions?
I appreciate it. Good interview too. Shout out to Boston, always love, and shout out to everybody out there. Right. Come on, man. Listen, don't let me start screaming names and shit.
Shout out to the city, man.
I'm watching Heavy on the Wrist. Shout out to Boston Mass, man. The interview was dope as fuck. Can't wait to see it drop, man. Throw your threes up and let's go.